lifestyle. Now, here are your hosts, Chardell Moore and Christina Denny.
Welcome back. So if you have curly hair, you know it can be super difficult and a pain to manage, but the way you treat it can make a huge difference.
Amanda Payne specializes and has been transforming curly hair for more than 15 years.
Nice.
She is here today to give us some tips. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah. We are very happy to have you, and I know Char's been talking about this.
I've been talking about this, guys. I'm so excited. Talk to us about your background working with curly hair.
I have been specializing now for about 15 years, a little over that. I really love working with natural curls. I love cutting them the way that they live. I love embracing them, not straightening them. I got into this basically training with Curlisto systems years back, and then got into what used to be called Diva Curl, doing a dry cut, and from there joined Curly Hair Artistry, and that is pretty much almost what I do all day.
Nice. Talk to us about dry cutting for those who are unfamiliar with it.
Dry cutting is cutting the hair to how it lays in its natural state. So when I go in and I do a dry cut, after I do my consultation with my client, I'm able to see where the hair is laying on the head and where those curl clusters are. So just when I'm doing a simple face frame, I can see where the C and S formations are forming, and I can cut them at the ends. So I'm not basically asking the curl to do something that it doesn't want to do. So where the curl lives is where it's going to stay, and where the curl formation ends is where we know to cut.
Nice. That's amazing. I've never had a dry cut, but I have straight hair, so I guess I wouldn't.
Dry cutting can benefit straight hair in some way. Basically, straight hair has its own natural movement, so it does help me with the few straight hair clients I still have.
And there's so many different curl types. Do you work with
so many?
All different types?
All curl types, as long as there is a curl formation, even the smallest amount. Anything from swavy wavy to 4C hair, which
what are those that you just mentioned? Because I have no idea.
So swavy wavy, the best way that I can describe swavy wavy is when someone has hair that if you were to rake through it with your hands, you would have to encourage it again to get it to have that curl formation. So you can see a little bit. When you're getting into 4B, that is a very tight curled pattern that can still show the movement of the curl. 4C, we can usually, half the time, get that curl pattern to still show, but some 4C is so small that with the eye, unless you're up close, you can't see the curl formation.
Oh, so interesting. I knew I was going to be learning a lot today. So when somebody with very curly hair is coming in for a consultation, they're looking for a stylist, what should they have in mind?
The consultation is so important with the stylist. Dry cutting is something that everyone should research. You should find a stylist that's going to cut your hair dry to how it lays. If they're going to take out a comb and they're going to comb through your curls and they're going to make it wet to cut it, just I would run.
Wow. You're putting me onto some new stuff.
Yeah. The most important question, I would love that. The most important question that you or a stylist should be asking with length, because curly hair people, sometimes they sit in my chair and they're like, well, you know, I don't want to take a lot off. They're holding their hair. They're like, please don't cut my hair. Please don't take the length off. Visual length versus physical length.
Yes.
So if someone sits in my chair and they say, I want an inch off, I say, do you want physically an inch off, or do you want it to look like your hair is an inch shorter? Because that is not an inch. If I go and cut that physical inch off, they're going to end up with some retraction on some curl patterns. It could be 4 inches visually. So that's a really, really important question to ask.
So what do you recommend, like a basic curling routine for us girls?
Basic curly routine. I have 2 different products here. This one I've just started working with, and I love the Curly Magic, and the Diva Curl I've been working with for years. They have 3 different sections of the line: swavy wavies, extra dry hair or extra tight curls, and then everybody else falls in the middle with the regular Diva Curl. I would say the 3-step is the most important part. So that is where you are either co-washing. Manipulations of scalp are going to be really important as far as washing and cleansing your scalp. Then conditioning, getting that product through the hair. You have to rake that product through the hair to detangle in the shower. Very important. And then using a product such as the Light Defining Gel or the Curly Magic to seal the water in. And that's how you're able to get the curl formation when the hair dries. By sealing that water in, which is first and foremost, just like our bodies, we need to drink water. Our hair needs that water. So that basic 3-step would work for everyone, except for the different products as far as the yellow for the lighter curl, the teal for the extra tight. But that 3-step.
Well, thank you so much. Unfortunately, we are out of time, but thank you. I know I learned a lot. Hopefully, you guys all learned a lot as well.
Taking tips.
And that website is up on your screen to learn more.